Welcome to Insight Builder channel, open source enthusiasts, Python experts, and my dear friends. Bridging Matrix and Mattermost servers. The prerequisites for this discussion are you need to have a Ubuntu operating system that is running on the server. You must already have a Matrix home server and a Mattermost server. You must have already set up the necessary TLS and the HTTPS access for all these both these servers. We need to get hold of the Matterbridge binary for Ubuntu Linux. Then we need to create dedicated Matrix user and dedicated Mattermost user to be used inside the bridge. Finally, we need to create the bridge config file. What happens exactly in the bridge? So I'll be showing you the visualization, and then I'll be showing the exact process in the real servers in a couple of minutes. We already have the Matrix home server, that is max.reconline.in, and we have Mattermost at mom.reconline.in. These two servers are already up and running. We are going to right now create a bridge between the users that are present inside the Matrix home server, and then we are going to bridge them to the channel that is available in the Mattermost server who already have other users available inside the channel. So the Mattermost server users are having M as the prefix, while the Matrix home servers don't have any such prefix. In practical situation, the user's message from the Matrix, when it is reflected inside Mattermost, there will be a prefix called as Matrix. Same way, when the user message that is coming from Mattermost, when it is reflected inside Matrix, will have a prefix called as Mattermost. This way, whatever interaction is happening in a particular room and a particular channel will be communicated between both the servers. How this is enabled, what are the prerequisites, we already have seen. Next, we will be looking at the configuration file that we need to create, and also we will look at the command that is required for starting the bridge. But before we jump into the configuration and looking at the details, let me go to the server. I am first going to open the Matrix server so that I am going to connect with element.io. I am going to sign in to the home server, that is max.reconline.in, and then in parallel I will also sign into Mattermost, that is mom.reconline.in. Here you already see that I have tried bridging and I have tried getting the messages from the Mattermost server, and also I have tried sending the messages from this Matrix server to Mattermost. So here, for an example, you see that there is a prefix called as Mattermost followed by demo user 1, and then there is a message. So this particular message has been sent by the Mattermost user in the particular channel. Let me open mom.reconline.in. Here I am going to register, I am going to sign in to the user. I am going to sign into the demo user that I already have. I will be creating a new user and I will be showing you how it is done and what are the configurations you need to do. Before that, I want you guys to understand what happens exactly in the server level. So let me split this window into two so that you guys can easily see what is happening. This is the Matterbridge room. So this is the room that has been created inside the Matrix server manually. This Matterbridge room is a public room to which the users connecting to this particular server can join. That is how the room is created. Coming to the Mattermost server, all the users have three all the users have two channels by default enabled. One is off-topic channel and another is town square channel. The idea of this bridge will be to connect with the off-topic channel. Here we already see that there is already a discussion going on and the demo user has already sent a message. And this message is sent in the off-topic, and this off-topic is part of the team bot team. Now let me try again. This is a demo message. The moment I send this message, you will see that this is a demo message got registered in this channel, and at the same time in this Matrix server you can see that the Mattermost demo user 1, this is a demo message text has also delivered to this server also. Now if you look at the user here, so this user is called as admin user. So this admin user is actually a Matrix user only, but this admin user is kind of substituting for all the users that is coming from Mattermost, whether it is Matrix user, new user, Toml, Insight, whomever could have sent the message. The message that is delivered to the Matrix server will be delivered through admin user. Now let us do something different. If I am going to send a message, this is message from Matrix server, and if I press enter, you will see that the message from the Matrix server, this particular text that has been sent by this user Toml, is updated in the Mattermost server as Matrix, the username, and following the text. You can see that the data that is present in the Matterbridge room inside the Matrix and the off-topic channel inside Mattermost is getting synced. This is what we call as bridging. In order to enable this bridging, you need to do a couple of things. First, you have to create, let us go to the presentation. As I was telling you, you have to create a dedicated Matrix user and you have to create a dedicated Mattermost user. In order to create a dedicated Matrix user, let me scroll down. You can use this particular command, register new Matrix user. You can use the flag user flag u config flag to locate where the config YAML file is there in your home server, and then the HTTPS link for your home server. So all these things you can use, and you can create a separate user for as an admin user. You can give any user name for that particular user, but keep one thing in mind, this particular user. So let me go back. If you see, the user admin user cannot actually send a message or receive a message by itself. It can only provide the message that is coming from Mattermost users and relay it here. It will not do anything else. So it should not be, the user should not be used for any other purpose. So keep this in mind. In the same way, inside the Mattermost also, the Matrix user, this particular user is what taking care of all this bridging. This particular user can only invite the other Mattermost users to this particular room, and only he or she or it, whatever you call it, can only control who is going to send the message in this bridge. We will now take one step back and I will explain to you the steps that you need for creating the configuration. The Matterbridge that I am talking about is an open source software that has been written in Go language. You can find the details of that particular Matterbridge inside this particular Git repo. I'll be sharing this repo with you guys. Matterbridge is a binary that bridges lots of services. It's not only for bridging the Matrix with Mattermost. It can do almost all the services. It can bridge using this same concept. If you scroll down here, you will see they discuss a lot of information about the various applications and various services. They also provide the configuration details, settings, etc. You can read through that. I would request you directly come down to the place where you can get the stable release. So if you click this, it will open in a separate window. If you click it with control key press down, and then you can get the Linux AMD Linux 64-bit. So this is the binary that we need to work with. So we are having a Ubuntu machine, and it is a 64-bit, then you need to use Linux 64. If not, you need to use Linux 32-bit. Keep one thing in mind: if you are having ARM based Linux flavors, you can use ARM 64 also. There is NetBSD, there is OpenBSD, and even Windows exe files are also available. Once you download this, that is the first step. This is the bridge application that you are downloading. Next, you need to understand how to configure the bridge. In order to configure the bridge, one of the point here is when you are actually going through this README, the developer team has provided all the information irrespective of how you are going to enable the bridge. So there are certain parts of the this README that is not required. For that matter, the building part is not required. If you are going to get the binaries directly downloaded from here, that we saw just a moment ago, sorry. So we got the binaries downloaded from here. So you don't need to manually build it. And if you're thinking, okay, I am going to use it with WhatsApp, then you need to build it manually. Here we are going to work with Mattermost and Matrix Bridge. So you don't need to build the binary yourself. You don't need to look at this. After this, you can see the basic configuration and you can see the how to here. You can click on this and it will take you to the how to. And if you further scroll down, you can see that there are various bridge configurations given as examples. So here you can see there is a bridge between IRC and Mattermost, and there is a gateway here. You can see that here. There is a bridge between Slack and Discord. So there is Slack, there is Discord, and there is a gateway. In order to execute the Matterbridge, you need to have this particular binary that we downloaded, and then you need to send the conf with the Matterbridge.Toml file, that is a configuration file. Usually it's Matterbridge.Toml. You need to use the debug flag. I'll be showing you how it is very helpful. You can check the versions and you can enable the GOps. This is the basic introduction about how to get the binary, Matterbridge binary, and how to start the Matterbridge process. But the most important thing is to write this configuration file. This is one of the important steps that I will be explaining next. So let us go to the presentation. If you see here, the Matterbridge.Toml, that is a configuration file, is subdivided into 3 parts. So the first part is where we are giving the information regarding the matrix server. The part starts with the name matrix.mymatrix and the server URL is provided, and then this is the admin user that we created. Login is equal to admin user and your password. Even if you are using the numerical passwords, for an example 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, even then you have to enclose it in the double quotation, then only it will work. So keep that in mind. And the remote nick format, this is the default nick format. You don't need to change this. You can see that this particular format, that is the square bracket with the protocol name inside and with the nickname, you can see that here in the application how it is working. So if you go here, you can see that this is the square bracket that you are seeing, and inside that there is the protocol, the Mattermost protocol, and following that there is a user. So this is what you are seeing in this location. So this is the nickname and this is the protocol and this is the remote nick format. Next, this one of the additional configuration is that whether we are going to attach the name server suffix. Usually you don't need to attach the name server suffix until unless you are going to bridge between multiple different servers. It's not required to attach the name server suffix. It's by default false. That's it. For the matrix, this is the information that you need to provide in the Matterbridge.Toml. Next is the Mattermost. In case of Mattermost, you need to provide the server address followed by 443. So it should be TLS enabled, that is, it should be secure connection. If it is not secure connection, there is a separate configuration file that is available that you can check it in this particular. You can visit here, and if you go up, you will see there is settings. You can click on the settings, and once you go into the settings, you will see there is a setting for lots of different servers. So if you scroll down, you can see for Matrix there is no TLS. So that for Mattermost there is no TLS. So you can click that. You will see that for without no TLS, what is the kind of options you need to use. This is the detailed setup. If you don't want the detailed setup, you can click on this pages, and you can actually look at the configuration step, how to create your config file, and then you can click that. You will be taken to a page where you can look at the basic Mattermost. So use this if you don't have SSL HTTPS enabled. So you see this, right? You click on this, it will give you the configuration where you don't need. So unsecure, you see this unsecure. So here it is connecting with the 80 port. So you don't need the TLS, then you will be shown this particular configuration file. Okay, so this is kind of an introduction that I gave it to you for this particular GitHub repo. So this is one of the most important repo which can help you to connect lots of services. So do dive into the Matterbridge binary and try to connect with various applications and see how it works out. There are lots of videos already available on Matterbridge, connecting Telegram with WhatsApp, Telegram with Matrix, various other kinds of bridging is happening. Mattermost and Matrix is something that I did not find it out, so that's why I'm making this video. Moving forward, next is the team. We need to provide the team for the bridge user that we need to provide. In my case, I'm giving a team name as teambot. So this particular team name is by default created, or it is actually mandatory when you're going to create a user in Mattermost. So I'll be showing you how it is being done in a couple of minutes. And then that particular user, in this case, is Matrix user, and you will have your password there. You have to mention the password. The remote nick format is the same way that you saw here. Here that you saw. And then we have prefix text with the nick. It's true. We want the message to be prefixed with the nickname, and preserve the threading. So all these things is self-explanatory. The name that you provide here, matrix.mymatrix, mattermost.mymattermost. So these two things are going to be useful in the next step. So we are going to create the gateway. So this gateway is the actual bridge, the glue that is going to bring the servers together. So we have the gateway. We have to give the name for the gateway, and then we have to enable it. So that is the important step. Once you enable this, the gateway in out, there will be two gateway in outs. So one gateway in out is matrix.mymatrix, and here is where you have to provide the room that you're going to use. So this room, the way you are providing the hashtag Matterbridge max.reconline.in, that this particular room should be available in your Matrix server. If not, you have to create it. Second, the gateway in and out is mattermost.mymattermost. Here you have to just give the channel name as off topic. You don't need to provide the server name. It is not required. You can just give the off topic. Once you have done all these things, you have to save the configuration file. Let me go to the command prompt. Let me do a Control-Z here. All you need to do is you have to create, this is the Matterbridge binary that I was talking about, that I had downloaded it from the GitHub repo that I showed you just some moments back. After you download it, you need to give the execution permission by using the chmod. So sudo chmod 700 will give the execution permission to this particular executable. After that only you will be able to execute this command. So if you execute this command Matterbridge, and then you need to give debug and conf Matterbridge.Toml. So once you do this, then the debug flag will it will give you more information about what is going on in the bridge. You can right away see that the Matterbridge setup is getting started with the debug logging. You can see that it is parsing the gateway maxmom. So I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you guys can easily see. So it's first parsing the gateway maxmom. So let me go here. This is the gateway that I'm talking about. So it does not take a look at any of these things. It doesn't look at any of these things. It directly starts parsing here. And then it starts looking at the Mattermost.my So that is the first gateway that it looks at. And it starts connecting to that particular gateway using the login and password option. And then you see it is connecting using the matrix user. This is the username that we provided. It is also telling that how many users it has found. So it has found 2 users in builder 1 and 6 users in teambot. All this information it is sharing here about the server. Finally, it is saying the connection is succeeded. So if there is any issue with any of the connections, it will actually inform that the connection has failed. After this, it moves to the next step. So here it starts the bridge. So it starts the bridge with matrix.my. It starts connecting to the server, that is https max.reconline.in, and then it uses the string that we are using, that we are given the user ID and password that we have already provided. It uses all those things and it starts the process. Once the bridge is established, you can see that now it is all about Mattermost, and also there is the matrix that the connection succeeded message, it actually comes here. If you don't get any of these connection succeeded message, then it means that the bridge has failed. So some or the other configuration is wrong. So take a look at the configuration format that I have provided here and try to correct the configuration format. You should not prefix HTTPS here. It's not required, but in case of matrix, you have to prefix it. So such kind of small things, configuration modification can actually make your bridge to fail. Okay, so this is the first step. The most challenging steps comes once you actually have completed the bridging. One of the problems that I faced after completing the bridging is that I was not able to realize where the bridging is happening. How to, which user can actually start creating the bridging. This was one of the problems that I was facing when I first created the bridge. In case of matrix, it's pretty simple. Any user can start the bridge by connecting to this Matterbridge Matterbridge room. So if a new user comes into matrix, he can we have to just inform him that there is a Matterbridge room, and he can connect to that, and immediately the setup starts working from there. There is no issue. But in case of Mattermost, the things are a little complex. So let us first of all log out from the user that I already have, and I'm going to show you the challenge that you will face. So let me create a new user. So in your server, if you are not able to create a new user, or if you don't have the option to initiate this registration process, then request your administrator. They will be able to help you out. Or if yourself are the administrator, then ensure that you have changed the configuration inside your Mattermost server. So here I'm going to create demo user 2. So I'm going to say demo user 2. Any email address you can provide, because this is a demo server, so I'm not worried about it. So I am using demo user 2, and I have already chosen a password, and I'm going to create the account. Once the account is created, it will ask me to create a team. So create a team, and you can actually select any one of the teams. Sometimes this does not work. So you will see that it is asking that it must call update for existing team. So it is not accepting to work with the existing team. So what you can do, you can actually change the team name. Don't worry about the teams. We can actually invite the bot from a different team also. Invite the user from the different team also. You don't need to worry about it. So finish the process. We have created a new user, and we are inside the new users channel. So we have off topic, we have town square, but now you are wondering, okay, how will I be able to connect to the bridge? So this is where the actual challenge starts. From the user itself, you cannot actually start the connection. So you cannot connect to matrix from here. This user has to be invited to the matrix user. That is the, just a minute, the username that you created here, the matrix user. you need to log in as this user, and then you need to go to this user's off topic channel and then invite the demo user. Then only the bridging can happen. So how it is being done? So first of all, you in the backend. So what will happen is in the background there will be another one. Just a minute. Let me open an incognito window where I will be logging in as Matrix user, and then I'll be showing you how this process works. Once you understand this process, then you will be able to visualize that what are the challenges, how you can work around these challenges, and then move with your solution from there. This was one of the key aspects that I was struggling with in the beginning, and I felt that it is important that you guys understand what is going on here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to log in directly as Matrix user now. Unlike in case of Matrix server, here we have to log in to the user. I'm doing the login right now. I am logged in, and then I need to go to the off topic here. Just a minute. I need to go to the team bot off topic here. So because that is where I have done the bridging. So you see the team bot here. That is where I have done the bridging. So if I go to builder, you will see that it doesn't have any kind of bridging happening here. So you need to know in which team the bridging is happening. Inside the team, you will have the off topic channel. You have to go there, and there you have to invite the user. So the new user name is demo user 2. Sorry, demo user 2. And now you will see that this particular user is not available. So what you need to do is invite them to the team. Once you invite them to the team, then it will start working out. So here, if you say demo user 2, you will say that this particular user is coming, and you can say you can add it to any number of channels. So I'm going to only add it to off topic. I'm going to invite. So once you do this invite, then what will happen is the user will get added to the off topic. So the demo user is added to the channel. So this is when the demo user has been added. After even doing this, inside the Matrix user, the demo user has been added, but you will not see any kind of message here. This is where the confusion starts. See, the Matrix user, the user that has been used for bridging, cannot send any messages directly to the bridge. It cannot do it. If I move to the actual user, so this is the demo user, you will see that I have a new area called as off topic here. Sorry, you have a new area called as off topic here, and if you click the off topic, you will see that there are lots of messages here. And from here, if I say this is demo user 2 message, and if I press enter, not now. So if I press enter, you'll see that the message gets popped here. And same way, if for an example, if I send a message from here, this message is from home server. Sorry about the gap. We have seen that the message that is sent by this particular user reflects here. We have also seen that how a user from the Mattermost server can communicate with the Matrix bridge. And whenever the communication is happening, it is happening with the usernames that we assigned in the Matterbridge.Toml file. What we are going to do next is we are going to go to the terminal, and we are going to create a new user. So that you will see we are going to create a new user inside the Matrix server right now. So I am going to log into the Matrix server that is using this particular username and the server name reconline.in. Let me zoom in a bit so that you guys can see better. I'm logged in, and now I am going to say register new user. So the reason why I'm doing this is that you guys can understand the process that you need to follow, and also not just that, if you're going to work with other bridges and other bots, you will know what needs to be done. I mean, you can visualize it better. So I'm going to create a demo user on demo user, and I am going to say the configuration file is in Matrix Synapse and home server.yaml file, and the server link is max.reconline.in. Once you do this command, the new user registration password request will come up. So you can give the new user the password, and once the registration request is successful, the new user is created. We are going to go back to the browser. We are going to shut down. We are going to stop the incognito that I created for Matrix user. So this is Matrix user. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to create a new incognito window. In this new incognito window, I'm going to visit the Matrix server, and I'm going to log in as the demo user that I created a moment ago. The reason why I'm doing this is that you will be seeing for in case of Matrix, you don't need to invite the user. The user himself can actually log into the public room, that is the Matterbridge room, and he can start working from there. So sign in. I'm going to edit this to matrix max.reconline.in. Continue, and the username is demo user, and 1 2 3 4. Once I do this, I'm going to sign in. It will take a second for me to sign in. Once that signing process is done, there will be a brand new user where you can start working upon. So I'm going to say all no. I'm going to come to the rooms, and I'm going to ask for explore public rooms. The moment I explore for public room, you will immediately see that the Matterbridge comes up. So I say join. Once I join, you see that the demo user has joined. You can see that it comes up, and all the messages that has been delivered to this particular room is also visible to that particular user. Now inside the demo user, before we go forward, let us visit here. So you can see here that the joining of the demo user is not being shown. That is not shown in the off topic area. Let us go back to the demo user. Now this message is from demo user inside Matrix server. So if I execute this, then what will happen is, first of all, the message sent by demo user gets reflected inside to Kamal, that is the other user in Matrix server. Apart from that, if you go to the Mattermost, you can see here that the demo user is message that has been sent gets reflected in the Mattermost server also. So with this entire process, right now you must have understood the way the Matterbridge works. What exactly happens inside, what you can expect when the bridging completes. So all these things you saw in this particular video. I believe that you have got a thing or two information from this video. So do leave a like and provide your comments. If you have any feedback, do update it in the comment section in the YouTube. Do subscribe to my channel for further updates on similar kind of discussion on open source related applications. Till the next video, stay tuned and practice. See you guys. Have a great time.